working on this tug. This is my second tug. It's built in 1944. I got the build card for it, so the chassis number, I found it was right here. Me and my nephew, he's right there, he's working on the bonnet, painting some bits.
I want to take this off.
Ah, leave it. Oh. Use that as samples.
Yeah, but I want to take it off.
You can use that hanging on the wall. When these guys make it, this can go on the wall.
Oh, God.
Because this one is just full of rust everywhere. There's no way you gotta fix that. Yeah, it's also full of rust on the side. The other side too. Yeah. But this one's actually off the first tug, which is the 9050s, which I'm going to convert to 9040 as well. So this one came off the first tug. This is my second tug. It was extended longer to fit a Holden motor on it. You'll see the picture right there. Yeah, so I removed the motor in Mackay, thanks to my mate Doug. He helped me out get the engine out. And I drove all the way home from Mackay. Well, I did stop a few places to sleep over, and I started straight away the next day working on the tug. We stripped the whole thing. We cut the chassis off where it was extended and welded, and we put it back to where it was supposed to be originally. And we put the original motors in. The gearbox is not original. I do have a original gearbox at home, but the gearbox is trash. I tried to fix it, but fingers crossed, I hope all the bearings that I ordered, hopefully it's the correct one. If it is, then I can put the original gearbox in. This one is a early car Dodge gearbox. It's just put in there for now, just to hold the throwout bearing so I can run the engine. Yeah. So yeah. That's how far she is now. So this is General Ww2 1944. I'm so glad that that's still sitting there. This I'm going to cut off because someone did add this. Add it so they can release it easier. The toolbox was missing. It was just a wooden box with a fuel tank inside. This is not the correct pedal in nor it's a 1950s. We took it off from the first tug. I just put it in there just to see what it is, but I realized the angle is wrong for this, is really wrong. The 40s were actually down and then a sharp bend up and then up. This one's just roll down and then curve. So this is for the longer chassis, the 25-inch long motor. This is a 23-inch long motor. But this one will definitely come out again. It will go back to the first tug because I'm picking up another tug which definitely has the original 40 pedals, which I'm going to use. And I'll definitely get the master brackets off that third tug as well. Yeah, so this was all modified with handbrakes, so I removed it. Yeah. It's original bell housing, you can see the number.
Handbrake there.
Then you've got this carby. This is the correct carburetor for the 40s, the square one. I think the later ones were just round without the holes. Just a round one. Because the square it's a square fitting elbow, and then you got the hose, and then you got this big air filter in front of the dash. I'll show you in the picture. So we did get this engine running. I managed to swap the whole front engine mount. So it perfect fits straight away, which I'm very happy. And we did test run the engine, which is running beautifully. The generator is off a Dodge Whippets carrier, but that's the only generator I have rebuilt, about more than 20 of those. This one down there I picked up a few days ago. That's the correct original generator to fit in here. but that needs a total full rebuild. It's a 6-volt 30 amp, positive ground, but this one's going to be running negative ground because it's a 6-volt 40 amp. But I'll definitely use this on a second tug, the first tug. So yeah, so this is the second tug I'm restoring. So yeah, this one had most of the bits on it, but a lot of bits missing. But I was really happy the mudguards are there. Great condition. The third tug I'm picking up has a crack there with missing piece. So I'll show you on the picture. The shield would definitely go on the first tug because this is all beat up and bent. So I've got one I'm picking up which is fully rebuilt. It will definitely go on in that. It will definitely go on that second tug. Yep. Starter motor will definitely have to come out because I think someone rebuilt this starter, but it just doesn't want to crank on 6-volt. So yeah, so when I found out this starter is 12-volt, it's not a 6-volt starter. So I will have to take that out and go back to farm in a couple of weeks and pick up the 6-volt starter and put it in. Yeah, this is the original floor panel. This part is original. This is not original. Someone's made that because to fit the longer motor in, which is the Holden. So I'm definitely not going to use this because it's all cut off. So I'm going to use a new sheet panels for it. This is a fuel tank. Well, what I found out, it was not a homemade fuel tank. This is actually a proper fuel tank for a tug between 90, somewhere around
80,
50s, probably about late 50s till 90s, I believe. But I know some of the tugs I found had it on this side, and I found only 2 pictures that were on that side. And I'm so surprised, this is the only one I have is original cap handle. And it still works. My nephew got it working. It opened and closed. So we'll definitely use this. I'll definitely use this fuel tank on the first tug. I didn't make the original box. I was already working on the original box today and yesterday. So now I need to do is weld the top lid, the corners, and then clean up and install it. I'll show you the picture. Say bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
I didn't do it. Yes, you did. 210, 605.
1, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that bearing's broken too. Yep, one of the bearings gone down there. Space on that end.